play after the surgical procedure done on April 9th. Tatum, Hauser, fake for a three, and a Hauser two is off. They're rare. So many of his shots are from deep. Kelly Oubre Jr., who's a question in the lineup tonight with his injury, gets the start for Philadelphia. Embiid screens again with Maxey. Embiid thinking about it, taking it. Rebound by Tatum, who played 42 minutes in Game 3. It's less than a year after the Achilles surgery, the rupture, the repair, the return. Brown from the top.
It's a good look there by Brown. Again, Joel Embiid, these high screen and rolls. We saw him show on that first time where Keita got the dunk. On that one with Brown, he was in a drop at the free throw line, which gave up that wide open air ball look for Brown.
Paul George, no rebounds in Game 3. Working from the outside, taking White. Edge come out of the corner for three. Hauser on the rebound for Boston. You look at this Philly team on the floor. It's a good team.
Oh, yeah.
Really good team. They just haven't been together much. Can they bring it together on a moment's notice? White works inside. Keita, two dunks, both Boston baskets.
And what I love what Boston has done in the Missoula era. I mean, these big guys like White and then Brown, they're so good in the high screen and rolls of probing the defense. Look at that. Look how many pump fakes there is right there by Joel Embiid.
Tracy McGrady said it in the pregame show. It's just a difference. Like the ball is just not going up and down the floor. Keita, the screen out top, and Embiid fouls him on the way to the basket. He got Maxey. Maxey got knocked down, and Keita had the free pass. They're going to give it to Oubre instead of Embiid. Oubre coming over first. So his first, and Miyush Keita will come to the free throw line.
Well, much better start for Keita. Remember, he had already picked up 2 fouls the last 2 ball games and was on the bench. He does have that 1 foul, but this has been the
care. George the rebound. The speed of Maxey and Edgecombe is so much a part of what the Sixers do. Embiid joins the play, gets stripped, gets fouled. Conversation here, Mark Lindsay and Eddie Malloy. It's 2.
This is a guy that's going to help your team get into the bonus because he has such a paint presence down low. He is such a big guy that commands that right there. Look at his knees as well. This is a guy that's playing through a lot of injuries, and he's out here being a gamer.
He has over the years, but you know the talent. 7 times an All-Star, 5 times All-NBA. In addition to the MVP we mentioned earlier. Vucevic curled as he's in now for Keita. Tatum from the outside, working on Paul George. Spins, turns. Shot off the mark, and beat the board for Philly. Here is Oubre. Settling in for 3. Jaylen Brown's got the board for Boston. Philadelphia, nothing from the field yet, 0 for 4. Celtics 2 of 5 early on. Want to watch White in his threes. Been cold from deep during the season and the series so far. Brown, White, 3. Not even close.
He has been struggling all series. What is that, 5 for 26 now for White.
Paul George working on White. Taking a little step back 2.
Yeah, but I like it. That was vintage Paul George in that mid-range area.
Brown trying to get inside, got hooked by George. A lot of contact, no call. 3 Sixers the other way. Oubre, Embiid!
I'm going to say he's moving all right.
And the place is alive with everything he does. Hard hedge out on Tatum. Vucevic rolls, clock at 8. This one off the back plate and in for Boston's 3rd field goal. All 3 from their centers. Only 1 shot for Edgecombe and Maxey. Maxey, their top scorer. Top 5 scorer in the league. Different feel offensively here for Philadelphia. Oubre on the spin on Hauser. To the basket, can't finish. Last touch, Vucevic. Philly ball.
Lead with the run and finish. What a start here for Joel.
At least the first 4.5 minutes. Out to bump White. Edgecombe one more. Oubre Trey. Philly has opened 1 of 8 from the field, and they've missed all 4 from deep. George and Tatum physically at each other. Look over at Mark Lindsay by Paul George. The official said, you're playing physical too. Vucevic, no. Second try, yes.
How good was the Vooch in game 3? Off the bench for those early foul troubles with Keita. 31 minutes.
George and Embiid, a little two-man game. Embiid gonna go at Vooch.
That's too easy. Too easy for the big fella. Just establishing dominance in that paint.
He has all 8 of the Sixer points. This is out of bounds off Boston. Philly ball on the other side of this timeout. The house is alive in South Philly for game 4. It's a positionless basketball reg. Every point in this game has been scored by a center. Whether Vucevic and Keita for Boston or Embiid for Philadelphia. It remains that way after the George miss, but we'll stay down here. What was your sense? We talked to Nick Nurse. The window was open as he went from doubtful to questionable. It felt like we weren't sure, even Nick, how he was going to use him in this game.
Inserting him is a little bit easier because he's such a huge target down low. Here again, look at all the attention that comes his way once he gets 2 feet in the paint.
Brayton, no. Payton Pritchard checking into the game for the Celtics, tips it out. Pritchard a good game 3, so important for Boston with Brown, Tatum, White, Vucevic. A lot of attention to Brown. Pritch, deep 3. Nope. White the back tap, Brown the re-tee. Celtics surrounded at 3-point line. Edgecombe got a hand on it. 5-on-4 advantage Boston. Late clock Vucevic. Rebound Pritchard inside for 2.
The littlest guy on the floor cleaning up the glass here. Already something that if you're Joe Mazzulla, you know you're going to take anywhere from 45 to 50 threes. The threes aren't falling early on for the Celtics.
Edgecombe with a fake. Use the attention to Embiid. Made that an easier shot for the rookie.
Yeah, definitely having number 21 on the floor here for the Sixers is going to open up some pockets for Edgecombe and Maxey.
On the switch here, it's the other way around, and Edgecombe has to take the foul on Vucevic inside.
Becomes a little bit more half court, so that will favor having Embiid back.
And Boston plays at the slowest pace in the league. Tatum was held, and that's Edgecombe's second foul here in a matter of 9 seconds. He's a rookie. He had a polite conversation with veteran official Ed Malloy.
You could tell that's a rook right there. So nice, cordial, sir. I mean, Ed Malloy was probably loving that conversation.
Pritchard working inside. Bounce to Garza. Let everybody go by and got hit. And some quick fouls here on Philadelphia.
How about this if you're Joe Mazzulla? You're down to your 3rd seal.
Boston Celtics made history when they selected Chuck Cooper, first black player drafted into the NBA 76 years ago yesterday, back in 1950. We proudly honor, along with the NBA players to come, that QR code there, NBA.com. You can learn more about those players. Garza splits the pair. Celtics lead by 2. Boston winning game 1 by 32. The largest game 1 playoff win in Celtics history. That's saying a lot. They've been in so many series. Philly comes back with the 14-point game 2 win. George had a good one in that one. Knocks down a 3 here with the Sixers on top. After Boston beat them here by 8 in a tight game 3. Pritchard free for 3. Got them all! Payton Pritchard. Feels like a difference maker, Reg, when he's on the floor and he's going. Feels like those are the nights the C's get it done.
Maxey has not taken a shot yet here in this first quarter.
The good defender Jordan Walsh on him. Tatum guarding Oubre. Corner pitch, a corner 3 for Drummond. He had the dagger 3 that clinched the play-in game to slide Philadelphia up to the 7th spot. Pritchard feeling it. Do it again! He's looking right over here.
He is back. Payton Pritchard.
Why does everybody who hits a dagger 3 look at you? Oh, wait, I know why. They've watched you do it on YouTube 1,000 times. Paul George trying to do it again. Tatum the rebound. Celtics move the court. Tatum spinning, feeling it. Tatum to the basket. Timeout coming for the Sixers. 8 straight for Boston. Pritchard, download the app. Use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Here is Maxey drawing the attention. Still can't get a clean look at that first shot.
Great defense here by Walsh initially.
Jordan Walsh, good defender. Give it Maxey. Let him leap and handle. Little fade and fling. Nothing. Shot clock violation. Jordan Walsh gets a check mark on that trip.
This is how you earn minutes in tough playoff games on the road. That is absolutely outstanding, Jordan Walsh. Twice, not once, but twice.
No ground. Tatum leads the charge. Pritchard's been good off the bench. In fact, the Celtics bench has 13 to the Boston 20. Tatum stepping back, got fouled. Drummond's second. Sixers over the limit. Tatum to the line for 3.
Once Tatum recognized that he had to switch on Drummond, he told everyone to get down to a
chance for Boston to go up 10 with this trip to the line. According to the reports, to have his Achilles operated on by Dr. Martin O'Malley. That's what happened with Jason Tatum after his injury on May 12th at Madison Square Garden during the playoffs last year. And getting that surgery right away was so important. And as somebody who tore their Achilles about a year and a half ago, you understand more about the injury. That's some of the new medical procedures and practices that really these players.
Yeah, in my conversations with Jason, that's exactly what he said, what the doctor informed him, because it was almost like the body had not known that a major trauma had happened by having the surgery so quickly.
12-3 since Embiid's out. He's back in, and Maxey got a clean look at a 3 because Embiid was a screen on Wall.
That's exactly it, Mike. That nice, solid screen there by the big fella, cleared up Maxey.
Vucevic was flashing inside, had a size advantage. Pritchard couldn't get it to him, but it went in for 2 of his own.
Play with him, Pritchard. Play with him.
Payton Pritchard pacing everybody with 10 of the Boston 25. And beat Maxey again, same deal. Maxey leaving for Embiid, coming our way.
Did you see Walsh, the pursuit, not get to Joel?
Nick Nurse was looking defensively to get some attention on Pritchard. It's Oubre guarding Tatum. With Vucevic setting the screen. Tatum, high arcing 3. Baylor Shireman in the game. Pritchard with the rebound. Or the pass off the rebound by Shireman. 6 to go. Walsh, one more. Vucevic. Board hits the deck. Celtics get another shot. Tatum for 3. Shireman reaching, one more. Tatum. Pritchard, corner 3. 4 tries for Boston. Stays down here with the Celtics.
What did Nick Nurse tell us?
Yes.
It's the second Boston Celtics team.
Boston has 6 offensive boards. Philly has none. Vucevic is fouled. They're over the limit, so in the act or not. Drafted by the Sixers, 16th overall pick in 2011. So much of the Vucevic time with Orlando, Chicago, and now finally, after not many chances to taste the postseason, coming off the late ring finger injury in this regular season to be a part of this postseason, but misses both free throws. Dominic Barlow in the game for Philadelphia. Joining Edwards, Maxey, Oubre, and Embiid. Embiid sees 2 and he lost the ball. Pritchard, good move to get out of traffic. Tatum at Barlow. Shireman a free 3. Lefty knocked it down. Celtics bench with 18 points. More than the Sixers, 16.
It's been the defense for Boston, creating turnovers, off to the races. Offensive foul on Embiid.
Good call, the elbow was high.
Of Walsh.
Pritchard leads Vucevic, one more. Walsh a triple. The Celtics bench. What a start in this one. It is an 8-0 Boston run.
Kind of sounds last night like in Atlanta. All the Knicks fans. Boston has traveled well down here to Philly.
Into the quarter. Foul to give for the C's. Maxey to Embiid. Philly needs it. Embiid got it. Joel has 10. Final 6.5. Pritchard time. So good at the end of quarters. Is he going to do it again? Is he going to do it again? He did it again! Quarter dominance in this series as they have taken a 34-18 lead on Philadelphia. With defensive 3 seconds, and Shireman lingering in the lane too long. And Paul George will come to the line. Reggie, the good news is Joel Embiid comes back, and he has 10 points. The bad news is the rest of the team's 3 of 13 for 8 points.
On the flip side for Boston, think about this. You've got Jaylen Brown, who will be a first-team All-NBA player, averaging 29 in this series. Goose egg. Sam Hauser, a starter. Goose egg. Derek White. That shows you the depth of Joe Mazzulla in this Boston team.
Grimes checking in for Philly. Embiid a 3, it's off. Rebound by Jaylen Brown. Only 1 shot so far in this game. Pritchard had the hot quarter. Tied his career high for first quarter points. That time the length of Barlow able to deflect it. The hit ahead to Barlow. Had nothing. Embiid joins the play. Rimmed it out. Paul George, the guard on Brown. Tatum played the whole first quarter. Brown had a long break. Doesn't make his second attempt of the night. 5-on-3 the other way if Philly goes. George bumped by Hauser. One more to Edgecombe. BJ off on the 3.
Continues to struggle from 3. Was 0 for 7 in game 3. Started 0 for 2 night. 0 for 5 in game 1.
Has a good game in game 2 with 30 points.
That's where he found his stroke. 6 of 10 from downtown.
Shireman stepping back. He missed the 3. Embiid the board. Embiid, George, Edgecombe the starters. Quentin Grimes and Barlow on the floor as Embiid misses again here. Now 3 of 8. You know, it's here the phones ringing on WIP Philadelphia Sports Talk. Was it right to bring him back already? Foul on Brown. This is a city that is straightforward. It's honest.
Full of frustration, but you got to play through it. And as a player, there's one thing that, especially on the road, I never wanted to be up early. But it's sometimes a death sentence when you're up early because it gives the team a lot of time. A lot of missed free throws here early on by Boston.
Boston has missed 6. They're 5 of 11 as you see at the line. If Jaylen Brown to miss a pair, an 80% shooter, grabs your attention. Door stays ajar a bit. Here it's George. He's off. The Sixers cold from the field. 6 of 23 to start this one. Brown is mad. He wants to take matters into his hands. Shireman off on the 3. This quarter has started with 2 cold teams. Brown tries to change it, and he does. Point Boston lead. Embiid swings it. Hauser guarding. The rookie VJ Edgecombe doing work. Cannot find it. 1 of 4 from the field here tonight. 15 minutes, 19 points for Philadelphia. Not enough in the game 4 when you're down 2-1. Brown lost it. Got it back, 6 to shoot. Pritchard doing the dribble dance. Triple time.
Not right. This kid is not right. One of those players from Oregon that 4 state championships in the state of Oregon. Oh, down goes Drummond.
As the 3 is hit from outside by Grimes. Drummond took a knee to the thighs behind the play, trying to go. 5 off 4, and the foul is given by Maxey. Whether it was a knee or some other type of injury, he grabbed at it right away. The foul is called. Question's going to be take foul or just side out foul that Maxey took, as immediately they come out to check on the veteran Drummond.
And I love what Maxey's doing right now. Faking like he's tying his shoe to buy him some extra time.
Johnson walks down there with him, and you mentioned Adem Bona, who started the first 3 games of this series. Drummond coming off the bench. Bona checks in. Drummond heads to the locker room.
Oh, man.
Inside for more.
He straight moved Bona. I mean, you're talking about a guy being generous, moving a 7-footer.
Pritchard has 18. Part of a great start by the Celtics bench, although he is the 6th man of the year, and often will close games for Joe Mazzulla. Maxey is trying to get some rhythm. Inside for Bona. Turned it over. Boston ball. It read West Lynn High School in Oregon, 4 state titles. College star in the Pacific Northwest. That time, White has it taken away by Grimes to the basket. Quentin Grimes trying to get something going here for this Sixers team. Just 6 points here in the first 5.5 of the second quarter. Pritchard left free. That one off. Slacked out by Queta. Sixers ball.
That was a heat check there for Pritchard.
Would you endorse?
Yes, I do. When you're that white hot, yes. Oh, yes.
Asking the chef if he likes food. Of course he does. Ask Reg if he likes a heat check. Absolutely. Come on. Okay, can the Sixers get some flow and offense? Grimes had a dunk. Missed the 3. Bona crashed the glass, but it's taken away by Derek White and Boston. Trying to get back home up 3-1. Brown sees 2. Pritchard again. Closeout comes. He goes to the lane and finds Brown for 3. Edgecombe nearly had it taken away by Jaylen Brown. Maxey and Edgecombe, not a lot of shots. Just 6 for them in the first 1.5 quarters. That's 8 possessions on some Sixer nights. George. Paul George, 1 of 6. George, Edgecombe, and Maxey each has 1 field goal. Can't win a playoff game like that. Hauser lines it up. White keeps it alive. Offensive glass killing the Sixers. Hauser a 3.
Death sentence. That's exactly what Nick Nurse says. You can't give up offensive rebounds, which results in 3s.
Those second chance points you see on the screen. Grimes, nice feed. And again, Bona. Second-year man at UCLA with the finish. Gets it back under 20. Joel Embiid coming back to the table.
This has been a long rest for Jason Tatum as well. Played that full first quarter. Getting ready to check in himself.
See if he gets Pritchard. Pritchard's pass for Brown. Maxey guarding. Hauser, still time on the clock. Sam inside. Celtics bench wanted the call. Sixers the other way. Grimes bumped by Pritchard. Behind the back to Bona. Over Queta. And Joe Mazzulla will take a timeout and take that time to ask Ed Malloy why no foul inside.